Good troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit, and this is Fortnite Save the World. And what we've got today is a little video just to discuss the things that we've got going off, like bugs, glitches, duplication, crashes, the console lag that we've got, mission issues, and all things like that. Now, I'm going to keep this really short because a lot of people are saying that the game's broken. I don't think the game's broken per se, but I do think there's a lot of issues going off there at the moment that we need to get looked at. So the first thing then is the missions. Split Screen, one of my friends who's another YouTuber, you need to go and check him out, was talking about a Fight the Storm mission where you can't access the mission control. So basically it means that you build all the base up, and after you've built everything up, nothing happens. You can't actually start the base because the console won't actually work. I saw someone in the Discord as well talk about deliver the bomb missions, where they were talking about how when the bomb wouldn't set off. I had another person who told me, that when the bomb got to the end, when the bomb got to point B, then the whole, the mission just ended and they all got no rewards for it. It was as if it came up with victory, but they got no actual rewards for it. So it's kind of, in that sense, if you can't do these standard missions, then that's going to be an issue. White Sushi recently posted on Reddit saying that there's not enough missions anyway. Now, if we've got a selection of missions that are actually broken as well, then that's going to be a bit of an issue. So we need to actually have a look at that. And, hopefully Epic Games are going to get onto that pretty quickly. Now, one thing I've also seen as well, people on PS4 and Xbox One complaining a lot about the lag that's going off on their servers. One person in Reddit made me laugh. He was talking about how it's like playing on CCTV. And, it's just one of those technical things I think that Epic need to get a hold of. Now, I've not seen any sort of official statement from Epic. I have got some things from Epic's Discord, what I'm going to show you in a minute, from the Fortnite Discord, should I say, the official Fortnite Discord, that I'm going to share with you in a second, but it doesn't really, touch on the issue of console lag and things like that, so that's just something I'm guessing they're working on in the background. I mean, we do need to have a little faith, I guess. I mean, Epic's just put a lot into the game, and I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want someone at Epic to be thinking, we've just done all this for the Save the World community, and then now they're just complaining because everything doesn't work. I understand gaming, a little bit, and I understand that gaming doesn't always work. And, there's going to be times when you're developing a game where you're going to run into bugs. It's kind of inevitable. There's no developer out there, not even the big guns like Ubisoft and EA, in fact, especially not them two, who can release a game these days without any bugs in it whatsoever. So we've kind of got to take that on the chin a little bit, that these kind of things happen. If we're going to get this many changes, then, we're going to get bugs. So it's up to us, the loyal people who've been there from the start, to kind of stick with the game and just kind of let it run out and just see what Epic can bring up. Now, another thing that we've got, and I've got some pictures for you here as well, are the severely broken textures that we've got. Now, some of the textures seem to have these like orange placeholders in the way of them, and I don't know what that is. As I said, I mean, that's just another thing that they need to get fixed. It's like the survivors aren't spawning, birthday cakes aren't spawning properly, husks aren't reacting, so you're shooting a husk and it's just stood there, I've seen some people say. So there's a lot of things, that need to be fixed. So the textures is definitely one. I hope that that's one of their top priorities when it comes to fixing the bugs. Now, another thing that I want to touch on as well is the duplication glitch that's going around as well. I've seen people and other YouTubers as well, duplicating basically rainbow, moonglow, and more, things like that. Now, I think on this, some and not all, some people did it quite tastefully. I watched a Dan7Air video a few moments ago, and I thought he covered the topic quite tastefully, and he's one who I didn't think would, but he did. He actually did it really tastefully. But I think some YouTubers got this completely wrong, and what they've done is tried to show everyone this new glitch, this new exploit in the game, which is how some YouTube channels work. And what they've actually done is, inadvertently, they've spoiled part of the game, really, because now things like Rainbow and Moonglow are just going to be worth nothing. Epic's going to have to punish some people who've followed these YouTubers, and some of these YouTubers have huge followings, way bigger than what I've got. And, there's been scores of people, hundreds of thousands of people who've been duplicating Rainbow and Moonglow. It's just another job for Epic to do, and it's a job when, it's time that they could be spent fixing these other glitches that the real players want to fix, things like the mission glitches, like the lag, like the textures, but instead now they've got to, work on the duplication glitch. Now, I know that's been fixed since, it's definitely 100% been fixed since then, but Epic are now having to go through accounts and actually wipe inventories, if you like. Oh, that's exactly what they're wiping inventories from people who have done these duplication glitches. So some people are sat there now on thousands, and I don't even know why you would need that many, but they're sat on thousands of Moonglow, thousands of Rainbow, and it's just not worth anything. Someone tried to trade with me in a mission the other day saying, do you want Rainbow? They dropped it on the floor saying, just take it. But I was like, I don't want any part of it, I carried on with the mission. I didn't leave the game. But I carried on with the mission, and I just kind of ignored that was going off. And I've deliberately not covered duping up until now, or the duplication glitch up until now, purely for that reason. I don't want anything to really do with it. Now that it's been fixed, I feel that we can talk about it a little bit more openly, but it has devalued a lot of items, and although not all inventories have been cleared, you know, because, and I know that for a fact because in the Discord that I've got, you know, there's some people in there who've actually got that in there, who've actually got Moonglow and Rainbow and tons of it. It now means that Epic are going to have to come up probably with a new system, or new items even, for something that they've got planned. So they were probably working on something for us where you're going to use these items, and now they can't. You know, as I said, the tier 6 is going to be set back because of these, well, not just because of the YouTubers. I can't blame just other YouTubers. You know, I have to put the blame out to a lot of people there. You know, anyone who did the glitch thinking they were going to get ahead in the game by cheating the game, then that's not really the way it's go. I mean, I understand cheats in games. I mean, I've played games for a very long time, and especially when I first started in the early days of the, like, Sega Mega Drive days, and things like that. The Sonic the Hedgehog cheat comes to mind quite often. You know, the up, down, left, right, A start that everybody knew. And the thing with that is, if it's a single player game and it's closed off and it's just you playing, like Grand Theft Auto, if you're playing GTA 5 and you're playing it on single player mode, then do you know what, if you want to put a cheat code in, or the developer puts a cheat code in, then go for it. I totally understand that. People want that, and if it's what people want and they're going to use it and they're going to get more fun out of the game and they're going to play the game for longer, then, you know, hats off to you, all power to you guys. But if you're going to play a game where there's other people involved and you're trying to cheat the general public or, you know, other players, then, you know, then that's kind of an issue, I think. I think that's a problem, and I think that's something that Epic should punish, and a lot of people are being quite downhearted right now that they are getting these punishments, but do you know what? I think that's kind of deserved, and you kind of shouldn't have done it. You know, it was quite obvious. Now, you could blame Epic for letting it happen, you know, on that sense, but, you know, you got to remember, while you're in the game, you are representing the community. We are the community of the game, and if you're going to get things wrong, then, you know, you got to pay the price for it. So some inventories have been cleared, but not all of them just yet. But, you know, as I said, that's something that I think we're going to see quite a lot on Reddit recently. Or people trying to plead the case saying that they've not, you know, they've not duped any items. Or I see a lot saying that they've just picked items up because somebody gave it to them. And I know that does happen because somebody gave it to me. But how are Epic supposed to differentiate between those two types of account? I just don't see any way that they possibly can. Now, in the Fortnite Discord itself, it actually says there, look, it says there, someone's put the question, will I be banned for duping? And then the moderator's put in there, yes, if caught, you will be banned for duping. And there's a link there to the Reddit post that's on there as well. I'll link that down below as well so you guys can actually read that post. I'm not going to drag this out for longer than it needs to. I just want you guys to actually see that. Is duping still in the game? No, it got fixed. If you know another way to dupe items, let us know. I like the fact that, you know, they're asking the community for help there. I think that's a good sign from a developer. And then it also says, what if I drop duped items, will I still get banned? And, you know, the actual, and this is a moderator, this is not an Epic Games person, this is not an Epic Games representative, this is someone who represents the Discord server, is put we don't know. So that one's, you know, some people I think will be sweating right now, wondering if their account's going to be banned and worrying about the game. And then the last one, can I talk about duping on this server? That's the official Fortnite server. No, we will not allow advocating of cheating in this server or anywhere on the Discord, which I think is absolutely great, you know, as well. So it's good that most of the community are getting behind that. And I'm in the Fortnite Discord quite often, as well as our own. I'm probably in our own a little bit more than I'm in the Fortnite Discord. But, you know, I mean, the Fortnite Discord's really good, and there's a lot of great people in there. White Sushi being one of them that's in there, and Magist and a few people like that. There's some great people who I've seen on Reddit who are in the Fortnite Discord as well. So it's worth joining that if you're not already. I'll put a link to them as well. I think I put that in every video, but if not, I will put that down below. And the final thing that I want to cover then, just the very last thing, is about these trading sites that are popping up. As a YouTuber especially, I don't know if this happens to everyone, but especially as a YouTuber, I get a lot of emails, probably 3-4 a day, asking me to advertise these sites where basically you can go on and you can buy the items for real money from, you know, these websites. So for example, you say that you want a, you know, a 130 Siegebreaker. What you actually do is you go onto the site, you pay for it. Now they're usually around about the $5 mark, something like that. I've seen some sites charge a lot more for that. But so you want a Sunbeam Siegebreaker that's a 130 with water element on it, and you might pay up to $10 for that, for example. Now what happens then is the person that meets you in game drops you off the weapon and then just leaves the game there. So you've all of a sudden, all right, you've paid money for it, you've not had to grind it out, but you've got the weapon that you wanted. But again, in the Fortnite official Discord, it actually says there, anyone found selling items for real world money or products will be banned from this server with no questions asked and no options for appealing. I hope we have made ourselves clear here. Now, that's quite a strong message. That's quite a powerful statement, if you know what I mean. And that must be, I think, echoing back from Epic Games as well. So, guys, I would definitely say avoid you know, avoid these sites. I know some other YouTubers again as well promote these on their websites, but don't it's not trust the YouTuber. You know, I think some YouTubers are doing that inadvertently, not knowing that it's wrong. And I've spoke to one of them who's recently took it down because I said exactly the same thing to him. Just last night I was speaking to that person, and they've now took that off their website. They didn't realize that was a, you know, that was a bad thing. But it's definitely guys worth, you know, just making sure that one, you know, if anything comes up like that, like these glitches or these glitch sites, don't follow them. You know, don't go with that because it's just not worth it. And secondly, don't use the payment site. So if you get an MMO site or something like that, or you get a site that says that they're selling specific items, even if it's just materials, some of these places sell nuts and bolts in droves you can buy for real money, but you are running the risk of getting your account banned. So then, is the game broken? I would say it's not broken, but it's in a bad way. You know, it is in a bad way. There's a lot to fix. There are bugs, glitches, duplications, crashes, console lag. There's a lot to fix, and that's not even including the mission breakages that we've got at the minute and things like that, or the textures. There's just so much to fix at the moment. So Epic have got a big job on their hands, but you've got to also remember, please keep in mind that Epic have recently done, you know, a lot of updates for Save the World, and I think we've got a lot of love from Epic recently, and I think it's worth being patient with them just because of all the work that they've actually put in. Now, I'm not a representative of Epic, you know, I'm not sponsored or even partnered with Epic Games. I'd love to be, but I'm not. But you know, but it's one of those things. I'm basically trying to say that I'm doing this as a neutral party. I'm saying these things as a neutral party to the actual game, and I just think it's something where we all just need to be mindful of. But guys, as always, I would love to know your comments on any of these down below. Is this something that you're experiencing? Have these bugs or glitches been happening longer than just the recent patch? You know, have they been happening? I know some console players have been complaining about lag, I mean, at least in my Discord and in the Fortnite Discord for months, you know. So is there something that we've missed on there as well that's going on? I would absolutely love to know. So comment down below and let me know. Guys, if you're not part of the Litanah army already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching this, guys.